What's going on, man? Kai Cash here, aka Mr. Cash Rules, and I just skipped class with the progress report. See it?
The progress report.
Okay. All right, what's going on? It's your girl, Lalaa Shepard. This is a new episode of Skipping Class presented by the Progress Report, man. I got Kai Cash in the building. How you feeling?
Amazing.
Amazing, man. I love that, man. Welcome to the studio, man. I got to salute to my girl, Cannon, for always bringing us some dope-ass talent.
Oh, that's a compliment. Thank you.
Yes, no, it really is. Man,
Cannon,
whenever she called, you know it's something serious.
Yeah.
And you know it's something that you want to pay attention to. One thing that I like about you call yourself a student of the game, and so am I. So, you know what I mean? I love being able to discover new artists, new to me, and just do my research. So, man, and we actually got a chance to hear some of your music before this. You know, me and my homegirl like, yo, this nigga is hard.
Thank y'all.
Hard.
Super important.
Hard, man. We got to get right into it, man. It was two songs specifically that caught my mind. It was what you did with the Hot Boys, the Missy.
Yeah, classic.
And then you did something with the Future, the Percocet song. So, like,
Box on her back.
Let's talk about both those records.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I take a lot of, like, I love just going back and revamping things that I kind of came up on.
That part.
With, like, some of my favorite artists and things of that nature. And with Cash Rules, I'm kind of doing the same thing. There's so many, pockets that I tap into with, like, going back and then just bringing them forward. That's my whole thing, like. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm bringing anything back. I'm just more so bringing things forward.
Okay.
But those are two classic records in my discography. And Cash Rules, we just pushing the needle forward with the same type of energy.
Okay. That part. Is there any samples that we can expect?
Missy Elliot, Sock It To Me. That might be the biggest one.
Okay.
The rest of them are like underground samples.
Okay. They gonna hit. Yes,
bangers.
sir.
Bangers.
That's what's up, man. The title, Cash Rules, man. You know, what made you come up with that? Because you got other projects out too. So, you know, how'd you come up with this title?
So it's three different meanings.
Okay.
The first meaning, my name is Kai Cash.
Yeah.
Cash rules. It's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The second meaning, cash rules everything around. Money make the world go round. We know how it gets when it comes to money and cash.
Okay.
You know? The third and most important meaning is cash is a filler word. So I utilize cash as...
Did that pick up? Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what you want. My single that just came out.
It's all good.
We're gonna add that in.
Look, we gonna
nah. Everything is intentional.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the third and the most important meaning of Cash Rules is I use cash as a filler word, and cash basically means whatever is important to you. It's your faith, it's your family, it's your foundation, it's your loyalty, it's your creativity. Whatever you deem important that helps you get through your day to day is what I use the word cash for. And with this project, I'm tapping into so many different pockets that any and everybody will be able to relate to it and feel something when they hear what I'm bringing to the table. So that's what Cash Rules is really about.
That part, man. And you got some crazy collabs already. But can we expect any collabs on this project, or is it going to just be you? Or what?
Yeah, no. I got some collabs on this project.
Okay.
You know, I know you heard a little bit of the tape earlier.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just let y'all hear.
I did that. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all, man. So I want you to talk about Discuss, man, becoming a rapper, because you made your first song at 7. What was you talking about? Real nigga shit. Don't tell me you still got it.
Come on now.
It's no way you still
got it. I'd rather just show you than tell you.
No
I ain't got time. Like we gonna party for y'all. I'm gonna just play it for y'all.
There's no way. 7-year-old Kai Cash.
It's me right here.
I spit sick and I get chicks. I'm rich. This is a big hit. Many listening like the kids sick. For instance, the sequence is pimping. And if semi talk is no problem, I leave them limping. I got the hottest flow. Make you stop, drop, and roll. And pick it in the Super Bowl. Hit you, you stop, I go. Your life, I cut short like 106 and video.
Can't play the whole thing because you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that was me. I was 7.
At 7 years old, it's crazy.
Yeah, nah. I've been at it for a minute.
So,
been at it for a long time.
Like, what did that look like? What you get in the studio? And how did you get that confidence?
I ain't gonna lie. Back then, I wasn't writing no rhymes.
Yeah, that's real shit.
My big bro. You feel me?
Definitely had the flow.
That was the most important part. I had the cadence, I had the delivery. My big bro was writing the rhymes for me. But it only took me like 2 years to really all right, I got this. I don't need your help no more. Only 2. I was 9 by the time I was writing my own verses. But the craziest thing is about that whole song and process, I'm from Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
And I'm from like the last stop on the J train in Brooklyn. Like,
oh shit.
Stop after me is Queens. And to get to the Bronx, it's a few transfers and a long ride. Mind you, I'm 7 at the time. My older brother, cousin, he's 8 years older than me, so he's 15 at the time.
Wow.
So he can travel.
Yeah.
He got me. We might have left Brooklyn at like 5 p.m. Sun is still out. It's summertime. I didn't get back home till maybe 2, 3 in the morning. Mind you, I'm 7. He's only 15.
That's
but
crazy.
Me being able to have a burnt CD with my voice on it was just everything. I got in trouble. I was on punishment, everything, like all types of shit. But it was just like, for me, it's like, I don't care about none of that. As long as I can listen to y'all ain't taking this CD from me. I'm straight. Like, I'm good. That was the start of everything.
Wow. I love that, man. And just like you definitely had the flow. So like at 7, that's crazy. So you knew you was destined to do this.
I knew it. I didn't give myself no other choices.
That part, man. That part. So okay, we'll talk about, eventually taking it serious as a career though. You know what I mean? What did you get to that point?
I always been making music. Like in the beginning, it was more of a hobby, especially in high school. Like I was trying to figure out what I really wanted to do. I always knew I wanted to do music, but I was a real timid soul. Like I didn't really know how I was gonna break through. And by the time I got out of high school, when I'm like 17, 18, I had started this collective.
Yeah.
When I was probably like 13, 14, but I started taking rap more seriously. And all of us rapped in the collective for the most part. And we started to put music out. And maybe at like the age 17, 18, we might have started putting out songs on SoundCloud and things like that.
Gotcha.
I started to learn how to work, the systems. And I didn't put out my first song on Apple Music and all that until 2018. At this time, I'm in my super early 20s. I might have been 20 at the time.
Mm.
And from there, I just that's when I was like, okay, I'm locked in. I've been doing this for a long time. Now I felt more comfortable with taking it on as a profession and taking it serious. Like, I don't want to do nothing else. Because I had hustles. Like, when I was in high school, I sold clothes. I did graphics. I still do graphics. I still sell clothes, merch for cash rules and stuff like that. But music is the foundation.
Hard. Now, while we speaking about the, just the clothing and all that good stuff, is it true that your mom, your dad, they invested into you?
Yeah, craziest thing ever, because I was 14 when I started the clothing line, and I've always been into art. And my whole family has known that. I know how to draw. I know how to make music. I know how to do graphics. I know how to edit, things of that nature.
Nice.
And one day in school, I was just sitting at lunch with some of my homies in high school. I probably was in like the 10th, 11th grade. And I was just sketching. I'm like, I'm about to start a clothing line because I just wanted to make some money. You feel me?
I dig it.
Like, I'm in school. I know everybody. It's time to get some bread. Like, I'm 14, 15 at the time. So I came up with the sketches, and I just presented it to my parents on 2 different occasions. And they both was like, all right, bet. Like, what you need from us?
That's all right.
I started with $500. And I couldn't tell you how much I grossed, but I made a lot of money in school. I tell you that much.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, just being a young entrepreneur, like, what did that hustle teach you? Just, of course, you knew you wanted to do it, but, like, of course, being an entrepreneur, you learn in the process. So, what did that hustle teach you?
To stay consistent, stay focused, stay true to your vision. Because I feel like a lot of the times, consumers don't know what they like until you give them something.
I hear that.
And I got the chance to learn that. Like, that might have been the first instance where it was just, like, trial and error for me, where it's just, like, I don't know if this is going to resonate with everybody, but I'm going to still go out there because I'm producing this product. I got to make some money off of it. Or it's just like, I invested for nothing. So I'm just going out there and just spreading my wings and trying and flying, and it was working. So it's just like the person I am today as an artist. A lot of what I had to do in high school was selling clothes and being an entrepreneur helped me develop who I am right now.
100%, man. And I'm sure just, knowing how to, create graphics and just even, photography and everything definitely pours into what you do now. So, man, that's tight. And then, is it true that you published a book at age 18?
Yep. Wow. Literally, it was, I was in college. It was like my first year at Hampton. And I was just going through things mentally I didn't understand. but I got the chance to speak to, you know, my parents for one, and then just people around me, and finally understand what anxiety was. And I realized everybody goes through it. It wasn't something that was just super unique. Like kids and adults go through it. And for me, I had a conversation with my mom, and she was just like, I feel like it's important for you to kind of express how you was able to go through it, because I had went to therapy. I was dealing with a lot. And for me at the time, therapy just wasn't suitable. I was seeing my therapist once a week, and it's just like, I can't. I'm going through this every day. For me to be able to see you once a week is just like, it's counterproductive. And I started just figuring out ways on my own. Like, what do I need to do? Go out, be active. That was the most important thing. But just like take my mind out of the clutter and the darkness. And I just developed a guide and was just like, yo, these are my ways. Even in the intro of the book, I let people know, like, this is not a clinical remedy. Like, this is what helped me. Hopefully it can help you. If not, thank you for supporting. You feel me? But hopefully you find your way. And it's like 50 pages, something short, simple. Now that I'm older and I understand it deeply, I'm thinking about putting out like a part 2, like where I'm at with my life. You feel me? But it was such a great endeavor of mine, like to be an author. It's crazy, especially coming out of. I was in college. This is like my first year in college.
Too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard. I mean, I think that's tight. I think, you know, we actually recently had Tashira Simmons up here, DMX's ex-wife.
Yeah.
She just put out a new book.
Fire.
Just telling her story. And I'm like, man, you know, just that vulnerability. You just never know who you helping, dog.
Yeah.
And just for you to go back and read your own stuff, I'm sure that's helping heal you as well, too.
Facts. You know what's crazy? I haven't read the book in so long.
Really?
I'm one of them acts that's
Put
like,
it out.
I don't like looking at my freestyles. I don't like watching my interviews. I don't like.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like. I feel like I gave my all when I did it.
Dig that.
Me going back and just like looking at like, of course it'll come to a time where it's just like I look at it and be like, oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, all right, let's move forward. I don't want to go too far back, and I don't know. It's weird, but that's just the type of person I am.
I got you, man. And with anxiety, I think that's really tight that you were vocal about that as well. Now, how do you manage it now?
Crazy. From that point till right now, like in those years after, I dealt with a few episodes.
Okay.
But maybe for like the past 3 years, I don't think I've had an episode.
Nice.
In the past 3 years. It's because it became second nature with like learning to cope with it from what I learned in the process of writing the book. To just living everyday life, I'm just like, oh, I got it. I know what this is. Like when it comes, my best tactic, for real, isolate, inhale, exhale. I think people take that. People don't trash that enough. Boy. Like it's you. Like just breathe, bro. Like breathe deep. You'll be okay. For me, that always works.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that, man. Now, going back to college, man, you attended 2 HBCUs.
Yeah.
So whenever I didn't go to a HBCU, but I did graduate college. But whenever I talk to anybody that went to a HBCU, they praise it. Like, hey, my kids going here. So talk about it for you.
For me, so I went to Dell State first.
Okay.
And it was crazy. It was a crazy experience.
Yeah, I bet.
And then I got my grades up because I wanted to go to Hampton originally from high school. My grades weren't up to par.
Okay.
I got my grades up. I got to Hampton. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be in the beginning, but I got acclimated and it became what I needed it to be. But the HBCU experience in itself is so crazy. It's so profound. It's so necessary. Even though I grew up with like all the blackness I needed. You feel me? It's like going there, it was just so cool. Especially with I say the best thing about college for me is networking.
Absolutely.
So many people I went to school with or went to like sister schools and stuff like that are in the same industry and field that I'm in.
Thanks.
And it's like when I get in these buildings and I'm like, yo, what's up? And they're like, God, what up?
Yeah.
It's so cool because I feel like we all have the same drive and hunger. That's 100%. What I think that's what these institutions give us. A different sense of drive and hunger because we see what came before us from these institutions. And it's just like, if you could do that, who's stopping me from doing it?
Yeah.
And even just being able to see like so many people come up from these schools, these places that we've been to and that we went to for so many years. It's just like, yeah, I'm super proud of being just a part of this journey with you. Like outside of my own success, like it's so many people that I know that went to oh, I went to this school, I went to that school, and I knew you while we were in school, and it's just like, yo, look at us, like we part of the same class of success. So for me, I think that's the best thing about the HBCU experience. It's like you get the chance to gain family and friends, and everybody's working. Everybody's working. All my friends from HBCUs are working to this day. I'm crossing paths with so many people that I went to school. We was in school same time. We went to the same school, so on and so forth. So that's really the best takeaway for me.
Let it, man. Now talk about, coming up from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, New York, man. I went to St. John's my first year in Queens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, man, New York, just the ultimate hustle. So talk about being from there.
For me, it was the best of both worlds. You feel me? Because it's just like I had a lot of, my lineage is heavy.
Yeah.
I come from a background of successful musicians. My dad was a close friend of the notorious B.I.G., the whole Junior Mafia camp. So me, growing up, I got the chance to be around that and see what it was like to be a part of such a successful music lineage. And I still had to go through what I had to go through being a kid from Brooklyn. Like, it wasn't just all glitz and glamour. Like, I'm still living in the hood. I still deal with what I deal with, going to hood schools, whatever the case may be. And it was like, I feel like growing up in places like Brooklyn, it builds character. It's a lot of foundation. I feel like every kid kind of needs their character built in something that's real. Like, everything ain't glitters and gold. Like, you got to work to get to a point. And my parents were very strong in that as well. Like,
that's real.
They seen I was passionate about something, and from jump, they was just like, yo, stick to it. Especially my dad. He always been on a like, yo, stick to it. Stick to it. You already came this far. Stick to it. But being from Brooklyn, it's like you get the chance to see the concrete jungle. And for me, it was like I could have easily been a product of my environment.
For sure.
But I was allotted a different type of opportunity to see certain things and experiences. And that's what I kept in the back of my mind. Because I'm like, I know I see this every day. I see the block every day. I know what it feels like to be just on the block every day, trying to figure out what to do on the block. It's like life is so much bigger than this block. So that's what kept me like that. Especially when I finally got to like really doing music, it was just like, yo, I'm trying to get past the block, but I'm trying to also motivate the block at the same time. I feel like I'm doing a great job. So I love my hometown for that reason, if not anything else.
Nah, 100%, man. It just make it super authentic when you do come from those rough upbringings, you know what I'm saying? So, that's tight. Now, with your parents, they sound very supportive. What do they think about you being an artist?
Now it's just like, it's crazy.
Okay.
My pops' position, he's always been like, I remember I had asked him for a job one time. I probably was like 17, 18. He had 2 businesses in California. And it was summertime. I'm like, I want to make some bread. I just want to have I need a job. He was like, nah, you got a job. Continue to do it. Exactly. Music. Rap. He's like, no, you know what you're doing. Stay on track. My mom's, for the moms, it's kind of like,
it go either way.
She's like, yo, you sure you don't want to just get a job to help you, like while you're on this journey? And with her, it's just like, nah, like I'm good. Like, you're going to see, like I'm all right.
Yeah.
She's like, I just want to make sure you're good. Like, I'm great. Like,
gotta love
whatever I'm going through, both of them. It's just like, whatever I'm going through, like, I'm good. Like, don't even worry about me. Like, I just want to make sure you're all right. I'm all right. I'm straight. It's cool. But they both have been very supportive. Like, now, my mom, like, she gets the chance, because my mom is very out the way. She don't have social media and none of that.
Okay.
Like, she's getting a chance to see and hear about me. And it's just like, yo, I'm super proud of you. Like, you're 100%. Doing exactly what you said you was going to do. So, as both parents, it's just like, I'm happy.
Amen. That's tight. That's tight. Now, Biggie's daughter, T'yanna Wallace,
that's my god sister.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now, what's some game that maybe she's giving you directly or indirectly?
You know what's crazy? T'yanna's crazy. Like, it ain't no game that she's giving.
Okay.
It's like, she's just like, she's really like a big sister. Like, it's just like, I'm an only child, but it's like, if I had siblings, I could see, like, if I had an older sister, T'yanna would be that. Like,
that's real.
Like, bro, what are you doing? Let's go get lit. Let's go. Like, I'm like, bro, No. Like, not right
today,
now.
yeah.
Like, no, chill. She's like, you're soft. Like, I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me turn up with you because I love you to death. But
that's hard.
for me, and even with CJ, her brother,
Mm.
it's like when me and him, we do so much things together, like outside of just anything. Like we have a great friendship. People don't know that one of my first rap groups was with him and his younger brother Josh.
Oh.
It was called Fake ID. We was probably like 10 and 11.
Damn.
We was rapping. He lived in LA. I lived in Brooklyn. We had MacBooks. We used to get on iChat and send each other garage band sessions.
That's hard.
Like, yo, you lay this down, I'm gonna lay my verse on it. And that's really where I really started like getting into the groove of like being comfortable with writing my own raps and things of that nature. So CJ is like a big bro to me in that space. But now we're adults. He got his own thing going. I got my own thing going. But we always meet in the middle. And it's so cool to see how far we've come as adults. But, you know, I love them both the same way. You feel me?
100%. Now, for you, like, growing up as an only child, I was an only child for 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you feel like being an only child or only child people awkward, socially awkward?
A little bit. I'm socially,
Okay.
I'm socially awkward as hell.
I feel you.
I'm getting out of that.
I
Though.
feel
It's like,
you.
bro, I'm a rapper. You got it. You feel me? Like, it's a part of the profession.
Yeah.
But nah, off rip. Like, I got a song
Mm-hmm.
where I express how socially awkward I used to be. And it's just like, yo, I'm getting there. I'm getting better.
I got you.
But I think it comes from a space and place. It's just like, bro, we was by ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta understand that, bro. I didn't have
Facts.
like it was nobody in the house with me. Like, come on.
I got you, man. I got you. So we was talking about rap groups and stuff earlier. So what is CYN with Niko, Brim, and King Combs?
Yeah, it's a collective. So we started this collective when we was young as hell. I probably was like 13, 14. And at the time, craziest thing is I was the only person that was really rapping. Like we was all in school, middle school, going into high school.
Okay.
Niggas wanted to be athletes, all types of shit. Like me, I was like, bro, I want to rap.
That part.
And, you know, we all had made songs, like little fun songs and shit like that. But as we got older, everybody kind of, like, transitioned into being a full-blown artist. And it even helped me a lot to kind of break out of my shell because I had a unit of people that were doing the same thing that I was doing and carried the same dream. And these are my brothers. These are people that I grew up with. So it's like, it's easier for me to get my point across. And as time progressed, everybody's having their own success. You feel me? Like, Niko's doing his own thing. King Combs doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. You know, K Wells, everybody else that's a part of the clique is doing their own thing. But we all come up together. So it's like, even with us doing our own thing, to this day, we're all the closest. Like,
that's hard.
We all calling each other, checking on each other. We got this big-ass group chat where we be just
that's tight.
Vibing out. We damn near speak to each other every day. So it's like, the collective that we started, it might not be as tight-knit as it was when we begun, but we still got the same love, respect, and energy for each other. Like, those are my brothers for life.
No, that's hard, man. And it's tight, you know, just as a, like, student of the game, as we mentioned before, just hearing just the kids, the generation of legends to be so, you know what I mean?
Facts.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. Now, talk about relocating to Atlanta from Brooklyn with your mom. Like, how is that process getting used to, even though you did for college, but, you know, as an adult, how's that process getting used to the South?
So, crazy thing is, it was easier for me to transition because I was fresh out of college.
Okay.
And I was just like, I feel like at that point, I had touched everything in New York. I scratched the surface in so many different ways. I was like, I got to branch out.
I got you.
And I was traveling the world already. So it's like, I need to move somewhere where it's just like, I feel like music is like the foundation for real. At that time, I moved in 2019. It's like, it's so many other things going on in New York. It's a foundation somewhere else for music. And Atlanta seemed like the perfect place. Like, my girl had just moved out here. So that was another reason for me to come out here. You know, my brother and manager right now, he also was living out here. So I was just like, oh yeah, I got so many reasons to go to Atlanta. And then when I came out here, it was just like, oh yeah, it's game time. Running in and out of studios, meeting new producers and tapping in with artists from the South and even bigger artists who I might have known already because of the work that I had already put in.
Oh yeah.
It all got me to this point of being with Generation Now.
Yeah.
You know, and being able to put out a record and a project like Cash Rules on the 25th.
Yes, sir. Damn right, man. We'll talk about that, man. Landing a record deal and just the excitement that comes with that, especially too. You've been doing music for so long, you know.
So long. I feel like it's just they say 10,000 hours. Like, and if you calculate with 10,000 hours, this is a long time.
Yep.
So it's like, I feel like this is my 10,000 hours truly paying off.
That part.
And being out here putting the work in that I had to put in, going into different studios and tapping in with different people and, you know, kind of starting from the ground in the South, it got me to this point to where I'm at now and being able to even, you know, have opportunities that I'm having to put out these types of projects. It's like none of the work went in vain. I've been at it for this long, and I'm gonna be at it for so much more longer because I got even more work to do now that I'm in this position.
Right.
So it's like I'm just grateful. I'm ready to.
Amen, man. That's what's up. Now for people who have not listened to you yet, like, why should they check you out?
I feel like it's my intention with my detail. It's like how much I care about this thing that all people come to be related to and to feel something. I feel like we lost the sauce and feeling when it comes to music these days. And I feel like a lot of the consumers are patiently waiting for substance to be back. And I'm somebody that thrives and strives on substance. And I'm a cool nigga. Like, I be on some fly shit. Like, I feel like I carry myself a certain way. And with my art, like, it's not one-sided. Like, I got something for everybody. I know how to be a chameleon. I know how to stand out at the same time.
For sure.
And it's just like beyond that, I want to be able to show people of all shapes, forms, ages, colors, like, it's all right to do what you want to do, be yourself, and live out your dream at the same time.
Love it, man. Yeah, like, just, you know, listening to your music, man, I gotta commend you because, you know, it's just not one vibe, one box. Yeah. It's not just super hip hoppy. Yeah, you got the sexy drill shit too. You got the fly rap, all that shit. So
having vibes.
Fucking with it, man.
Thank you.
Definitely fucking with it. So we got this word up here that I ask all my guests to define. You did say it earlier. I don't even know if you paid attention, but it's called progress. So I'm gonna need you to, you know, define our keyword progress. What does it mean to you?
Progress to me is basically starting from where you know, surface level, clean slate, ground, working your way through every nook, cranny, hardship, you know, enduring all the pain, but staying the course and being able to continue to go and grow no matter what the doubt is, even if you have doubt in yourself. Like, if this is something that you're passionate in, something that you believe in, something that you believe you can achieve, it's important for you to keep going. That's exactly what progress is. To be progressive means to see it all the way through until you can't see no more. Like, until there's no breath in your lungs. Like, I've given myself only this option. I've not ever had no other option in my life. Like, I don't give myself that. As much as people might have been like, yo, you need to do this, do that. That's other people's opinions, respectfully. Like, my opinion is this is my dream. I'm going to go follow it through. And from start to right now, it's all progress. And that's what I think progress is. And I'm going to keep going. So when y'all see this and then 5 years later, it's like I'm the biggest nigga in the world.
That part.
I'm going to come back here and be like, nigga,
I'm still. Man, come back and fuck with us,
man.
Come on now.
I'm going to let y'all know, like, bro, I'm still being progressive, bro.
So,
I done did all this shit, but it's still progress.
Yes, sir.
We don't stop until we can't do no more. Even that. Like, that's a part of the process and the progress. Shit dropping. That's what happens.
And we had hella ad-libs right here all day.
This is all a part of it. Like,
nah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I like your energy a lot, man. And I fuck with your music. I'm excited for this upcoming project, and I'm excited for what you got coming in store. Keep working, man.
April 25th.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
The Progress Report.